a message, something happened. Anyway, let's just get back into this whole thing again, what we were talking about. So I just realized that it wasn't even streaming for some odd reason. So what was I saying? I was talking about crypto, right? So the market itself, right? The market itself right now, it looks like it wants to consolidate. That's what I was saying. Anyway, there may be a bit that you've missed because I've been talking, and then I realized it wasn't streaming. And this guy needs to stop sending me messages because he is killing this stream. Anyway, let's get back into this, right? Okay, sorry. I did talk about what he was talking about. So this is a fella who's basically wants to buy some crypto and he's looking for a middleman to go and buy it. But what he doesn't understand, you don't need a middleman. So I advise him not to go to a middleman, try and attempt to buy himself. If he's got a Visa card or MasterCard, he can literally buy it anywhere. If he's got a Coinbase account, if he's got a Binance account, Bybit, KuCoin, whatever, he can buy anywhere. It's available everywhere. You just got to have the willpower to go and do it rather than looking for somebody else to do it for you. You know, because the first step in crypto or first step in investing in crypto is the step that you take. It's not something somebody else takes for you, you know, because then you're a slave to that kind of a trend. You don't want to be that. And then you realize it's too late and you realize, oh, I've just lost all my money. You don't do that, right? You don't fall for these. And apparently he fell for some scams as well. Don't do that, right? You can go and buy directly. So he knows exactly who he is anyway. I'm sure some of the guys saw him on Discord recently. He joined Discord. Anyway. Leave that aside. So let's talk about crypto itself. I'm not sure if you guys saw the charts earlier on. I mean, I can show you the charts again, and I hope it stays. So this is the weekly chart, and I had the daily chart as well. This is the daily chart. Again, what you're looking at, this yellow line itself, right? So this particular yellow line, that's the trend line. Now, I'm just going to come back to this and just leave it there. And I hope this guy needs to just calling me right now. He doesn't understand that I'm on a video. So what we're saying, right? So the market itself seems like it wants to, you know, consolidate within this. What was it? Let me just quickly check again. Give me a second. Within just 36 to 46k. So we've got a 10k range here that we want to consolidate within. So we're not going back to this 46k anytime soon. Believe me, we're not going anytime soon. Right now, I could expect this to go down even further, trend down a little bit. As long as it goes up to about 33k, possibly even 29k, that should be the perfect bounce area, the perfect zone to buy. In fact, if you look at the logarithmic chart, that should be the perfect entry zone. Right, so we know this is the perfect entry zone. If we do start pumping again, a freak event, but I don't think any freak event is going to happen. However, it's going to be a slow move all the way up to 46k. So I will be cautious right now of jumping in on any spike because I want to see this whole thing play out, build a strong base. The 33k could be a nice little strong base, but we do know we have a previous strong base at the 29k, so that's something we can be confident that that's a perfect bounce zone. If it does bounce on the 29 something, or 32,900 or the 33k approximately, right? That's a perfect bounce zone as well. And it will build a support, which is a fresh support because that's where it previously went as low as. So we know that we're getting these lows coming in, which is brilliant, right? Of course, if we can bounce on the 36k and then move up, the market's still in, right? We're still positive, right? This market hasn't been invalidated or anything like this, so we can continue forward with this. So this should be pretty interesting. I want to see where this goes, how far this leads, and then see, you know, if it works out well. But yeah, just for now, just for a short while, I don't want to go into other stuff that I already spoke about. I think it didn't record or anything like this, just kind of reiterating right now. But we mentioned on Discord regarding this picture that someone was sending about 3 different scenarios. Do you know what? All 3 of them could play out, which is okay, and neither of them could play out. So again, there's no point sending you 3 different scenarios like this on an image without any information, right? Because if you are the person who's sending this to your audience, well, you need to explain what's your theory on this. Don't show me 3 different pictures covering every aspect of it and then expect me to just go and find the answers myself, right? And that's what's happened, where one of my viewers and one of the guys from Discord, he checked it out, but he didn't get enough answers. So he came back to me and he says, can you tell me what's going on here? Which is a shame. You shouldn't be able to do that. If you are an influencer, or if you're somebody who's out there who's trying to tell people what's going on, do it the right way. That's what I want to say. And I know I'm speaking quite fast because I don't want the stream to cut off or anything, because I'm looking at all of these, and all of a sudden the frame rates just went up. The the stream strength is very good. I'm surprised because, you know, I've got cars driving past anyway. As I said, I'm in the middle of a jungle. So anyway, be patient, guys. That's all I can say. Right now, all I can say is if somebody's looking to, and this is not a financial advice, but if anybody's thinking of going in long term, like for 6 months or maybe a year, maybe even 2 years, right? I mean, 5 years is the recommended. But if somebody does want to go in, the only thing I can say, no financial advice, but just buy and sit. Trust me, it's going to be awesome. I think the market's going to show show everyone a whole different thing. And there's a lot of interest, by the way, a lot of interest. There's a lot of people jumping into this, a lot of new people from new countries, and I'm getting a lot of information, a lot of calls. That's what's keeping me busy as well. So I'm kind of, you know, rushed non-stop. Like every day I'm on the phone and everything, to the point where I've put the phone on silent most of the time because it is getting annoying. It's like so many calls and so many things. So pretty mental, pretty chaotic. And funny thing is compared to 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, I have had a lot more demand now than ever before. All right. I've had a lot more demand now. So I've got a lot more people actually coming up and asking me a lot more questions. A lot more people want, you know, the personal touch. They want me to guide them and this and that. So yes, that's been keeping me really, really busy. I'll be honest with you. This is one of the reasons why I'm not on YouTube as much. Plus I've got personal businesses as well and other stuff that I need to take care of. That's where the problem is. So right now I've got like 45 minutes where I'm kind of free. So I thought, you know, I'll just shoot one and deal with it. And I did promise I'll do one. I mentioned that on, I believe it was I think someone mentioned it on Saturday, and then I messaged back on the Sunday night. It was like after midnight or something. I said I'll do it tomorrow, and here I am today, right, doing this for you. So yeah, let's see where this goes. But as I said, just be patient. One thing I just want to do, I want to double check with everybody, or just kind of let everybody know, just warn you guys, please, I beg you, stay away from the altcoins as much as you can. If you're in it, that's a different story. If there are top altcoins, yeah, go for it, by all means, right? By all means. But do not, whatever you do not fall for these hype coins. Don't, trust me. Because a lot of scams are that there. Like, for example, I posted something on a lawsuit. I posted it on Discord today. And that's just the one in the US. There's actually 20 more lawsuits being fought in the UK. Same difference, same thing. These are influencers, these are celebrities jumping on the hype, making the money, pumping the coins, and then dumping it on the people. This is the crime. The crime is not that they're scamming you out of anything. They are literally creating something from nothing, dumping it onto the people, right? And by the time you find out and it's already pumped, it's already too late. And that's the thing you need to understand. It's all good if you can get in when it was zero. It's all great. But if it's not zero and you just jumped into the hype wagon, you're going to get wrecked. Don't do that. That's what I'm going to say, right? Also, Scallop, a company called Scallop, remember, they're doing all right. They just recruited someone. So let me see what they do. Again, now would be a great time to look into some of these coins, right? You know, any coin that's bleeding out is a good time to look at. However, you want to be cautious on what you pick on. I would not pick on anything valued less than $1 billion. Put it this way. Just to be safe, I would rather have something that's valued at least $1 billion, number one. And then on top of that, I want to see how many user bases they got. I want to see at least if they got, you know, a few 100,000 user bases. That's what I want to see. I want to see independent individual wallets. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to take that and I'm going to say, I'm going to divide that by however much money. Now I know how much money is invested in it, right? And how many people are interested. That gives me confidence, right? If that makes any sense. Anyway, leave that aside. Now I want to talk about dasaita. My current hedge unit. So I'm going to flip the screen over. Now, I know a lot of the guys have been talking about how they're having internet issue, Wi-Fi issue and whatnot, and, you know, all sorts of other stuff. As you can see here, let me just quickly get rid of this. You can see here, my Wi-Fi is on. I have a stable Wi-Fi, no issues. Also, my, as you can see, I'm using my apps and everything right now. I'm streaming and using the same thing. I'm actually using the phone's internet. I have absolutely zero issue. Now, I know a lot of the guys have issues with the settings and this and that. Guys, this is very simple. Just go to settings, right? Just go to setting. And what I recommend, if you've got a unit that doesn't work, or, you know, for some odd reason is bugging out or something like this, the best thing to do, you go to system, you go to reset and reset the whole device back to factory, right? So go to system and go to reset everything back to factory, right? And you'll be fine. That's number one. If you have other issues, then I'm going to say go to the car, and then remember the factory settings here. It's 126126. That is the factory password. You enter, and boom, you're in there. Again, from here, you can also do all sorts of other stuff. Now, from here, the one thing I'm going to say is Canvas. Now, on Canvas, a lot of people make a mistake. Guys, find the one that's closest to your car. Find the one that's closest to your car. That's all you need. And try and use key mode 1. I know a lot of people have issues with steering wheel. Try and use key mode 1. And then other than that, there's a few other bits and bobs here, but I wouldn't really bother too much about this. That's the truth, right? Main thing, if you're having issues with anything, go to system, factory reset, and then when the updates come, update it one by one. All right, and for you to check the update, look for this particular icon here, tap it, and that will open up the quick controls. And from here, you can see the software, and you can see the updates basically, if there is any, and you can see I'm running the latest update. So that's all I wanted to say. Nothing too much about this, because obviously it's a crypto channel. Every now and then we do talk about other stuff as well. Just do that. Remember the factory setting. If you can just delete the whole damn thing, go back to factory, reinstall it, and just go through the process, do your language and XYZ, you should be back to factory and it should be fine. And then the first thing you do is do the updates. You'll see the updates will pump up. Do it. Now, on the updates, there's two types, right? You get the standard update, and then you get the canary update. My recommendation is go for the canary. Yes, it's going to be a little bit buggy, a little bit glitchy, but you are going to have all the latest features, number one, which is not going to be an issue. Also, it's more frequent, right? So for me, it's every time they do an update. I've had 3 so far. It's getting better and better, more stable. The maps are working, and also some other stuff is working. So yeah, I'm loving this, right? And for sounds, I know a lot of people have sounds issues. My recommendation is don't connect your phone. So disconnect everything, forget your phone, forget everything from the devices, disconnect everything, and then try and connect from the device. So do the search from the device, right? And you should be fine. And if you are still having some sound issues where sound's not coming, just check if it's actually connected. Right now, the audio you're hearing on this live stream is coming from the unit. It's connected to the Bluetooth. It's using the Bluetooth audio, right? I'm sure there may be some sync issue or something like this, but again, that all can be fixed. But main thing you need to see is if you are connected to Bluetooth, you press that play button and it's playing, and you're not hearing anything, well, guess what? It's a very simple fix, actually. Means that your speakers are not connected properly. That's all it means, nothing else. Because it's impossible for your phone to play anything if it's not connected, right? That means there's a problem with the wiring. So just fiddle about with it. Trust me, that's how you do it. I mean, for me, I didn't even look at the, this diagram. I just came in, I just connected it. I had 1 or 2 things wrong, so then I had to refix those. Also, talking about 1 or 2 things wrong, there is one thing that I've noticed, and give me this. Sorry, I didn't mean to have the camera in my face. Where was it? There's a section here. Where was it? There was a section here. I can't remember where it was. I think it was in car. There's a section here for the navigation extra. Let me check if it was extra. Not on extra, no. So you can see here, I've got everything switched off because I don't need any of that nonsense. I think it's here. Give me a second. Let me just check something. So there's a section where you can flip. So a lot of people are talking about how their reverse cameras don't work. Well, if your reverse camera is not working, there's actually a section here where you have to select a particular type of reverse camera. Where is it? Was it here? Not here. Let me check it. Here, no. Not here. Where did I do it? No, it's not here. So there was a way I did something here on one of the settings. Give me a second, guys. Sorry, my bad. Sorry, I'm doing this live, guys, so please be patient. There was a section here, because I just literally tapped on everything. There was a section here. Font size key. Where was it? So I'm just trying to find it. Not here. I think it was in car. No, not here. I left that normal. I didn't touch this. It has to be Not here. Actually, talking about this, I did something that I shouldn't do. That's what it's supposed to be. I'm supposed to have it here. That's good. Extra setting. There's a section where you choose a specific type of camera, but again, I can't open this whole back and show it to you right now. It's too late. But the point is it's there, right? There's a section there. You just got to fiddle about with the cables. That's what I'm going to say, guys. Other than that, listen, I'm not going to say anything else. I think this video is long enough, and I've got to go because my time's almost coming close to where I need to be. I don't want to go there early and go and chill out, this and that. So I'm waiting for someone who will chill and deal with them. But yeah, other than that, guys, like, share, subscribe. I'll catch you on another one very soon. And remember, the market's going to do its thing. It's going to consolidate within this 36 to 46. There was a time when I mentioned this last year as well. I said, guys, that we're going to come to a time where we're going to do these $10,000 moves. And that's what's happening right now. Of course, a lot of people talk about Russia and Ukraine and all sorts of other crazy stuff. You know what? Cause and effect, right? There's a cause and effect. Everything is there. So yes, of course, they will have some sort of an impact. But sometimes maybe the cause and effect is in reverse, where we might see an effect first before we see the cause. You know what I mean? So let's see. You just got to be positive. But I'm not telling you this so you go into buying crypto. No, guys, make sure you do your risk management. Make sure you understand that this is not a small fish. It's not one of those games where you just go and mess around. It's not Monopoly. It's not a game. Full stop. It's your real money. You're going to invest your real money. You've got to make that decision. You've got to understand the risks involved, right? And only invest what you can afford to lose. That's what I'm going to say. Other than that, I'm going to catch you on another one very soon. Adios, my amigos. Thank you very much for coming to the show. If you did come, finally, if you did manage to watch this the whole time compared to the other two that I did, which didn't really work. Adios.